Welcome back to Life to the Max. You know, Dan Monskey loves adventure, loves sightseeing, and loves riding a bike. So when he goes out for a ride, it's a little bit different than it is for most.
Wow, can mountain biking ever be a wild and exciting activity? But off-road riding doesn't have to be done in the mountains. There is great mountain biking in all parts of the world. And if you like competitions, they have those in a variety of environments. There's probably a great trail in your neck of the woods just itching to be explored.
I would drive by Lebanon Hills and think, oh, I really want to go mountain biking, but I never knew anyone that biked. So I met a couple girlfriends and I just fell in love with it, and I like the speed and just kind of the rush you get doing the jumps and the speed and the winding and curvy turns biking.
Mountain biking is a neat sport that it's approachable for anyone, and you can make it anything you want when you ride because there are so many different elements to the ride. And you can, if you want to ride fast and hard, you can, at an advanced level, you can do that if it's your own choice, or if it's your first time riding, it's a nice approachable thing because you can take it at your own pace. It's whatever you want to make it.
A great thing about mountain biking is that you're getting a workout. Riders can stay in shape and have a blast in the process.
Basically, I just got into it because I wanted to get back in shape, and I couldn't stand being on a treadmill in the gym and just sitting there like a hamster in a wheel, so I wanted to get out. And the first time I did it, I was like, yeah, okay, I can get into this. This is pretty sweet. Second time I did it, I'm like, okay, I'm hooked. I got to do this again. You know, I thought I'd do it maybe once a month, and so far I've done it at least, once, twice a week. And I just keep coming back for more.
Negotiating the trails is surprisingly easy. You regulate your ride to your own abilities and interests.
You go at your own speed, and when you're ready to go faster, you go faster. When you need a break, you pull off the trail and take a break. A lot of features and stuff out here, but you can go around them if you don't need them, if you can't hit them. So I mean, there's like giant 8-foot rock or wood piles, but if you don't want to hit it, you just go around it.
Most of the trails in the Twin Cities area, most anybody can ride them. But along some of those trails there are some features like this log pile here. Not everybody's going to ride this, and the first time going over this, it's a little scary, but once you do it, it's fun.
These trails and their features are not Mother Nature's gifts. There are organizations and volunteers that build and maintain these resources.
MORC is a Minnesota Off-Road Cyclists, and then they're big advocates on trails. There's a group of MORC members that come out here and work on these trails and build these trails. You have to cut the trail, you have to work on the trail, you use picks and shovels and rakes, and sometimes heavy equipment.
Not everybody realizes there's a science to building a trail, but we develop our trails. We usually put them on the side slope. We don't run them up and down a hill. Because when you run a trail straight up and down a hill, the rain will follow it, and then it'll erode, and then everybody has to pay to maintain it, or it kind of destroys nature. We structure our trails so there's an easier trail, a harder trail, and then a most difficult trail. So riders can kind of work their way up, and if you can handle some of our most difficult trails, you can go out west and pretty much ride anything.
In Minnesota, we have 4 seasons to enjoy. So many bikers in this area don't hibernate for the winter.
I love riding in the winter just because part of it is you come out in the winter and it's a whole new trail compared to the summer. I mean, there's no reason to put your bike away. You can still ride and everything else, and it's a whole new experience. The trail changes every day with conditions, and it just makes things a lot more interesting.
As for the rest of the biking season, there are some must-haves. A good helmet to protect your head, a repair kit with some basic tools, including the repair kit, good tires themselves, and paying a visit to your local bike shop for a tune-up will keep the components of your bike in prime working order. These bikes are as high-tech as motocross cycles without the engine. There's a lot to go wrong when they're being ridden hard on the trails. The smoother the bike works, the more you can get out and enjoy the things you like about riding.
Getting out and just knowing that you can just be free and just go around and hit jumps and banks, and just knowing that the only thing that can stop you is yourself.
However, whenever, or whatever you want to ride, there's something on the trails for you.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.